Well, good morning. We're back in Middle Earth, and we're joined today by Miss Fistula. Now, she has already done her festivaling because, well, she enjoys her festivals very much. But now, she's also a very curious hobbit, and today she's very curious about this new area of the Shire called Yondershire. So let's head out there. And we go across this bridge. Now this used to be the way to get to the portal between here and Ered Luin, but it has changed a lot. And we see a bounder. We see a path going up. And look, it's Mr. Bingo Boffin. Hello, Bingo. Yes, I know. We need to get you on your adventure. But first, Fistula wants to go on an adventure of her own.
Might I have a word with you?
Well, hello there, Fistula. This is a pleasant surprise. I'm on my way to Yondershire to welcome my cousin Priscilla's daughter, Angelica, to her new home. She's not in her tweens anymore, you see, and has purchased a home in Nobottle. They grow up so fast, don't they? Prisca and her other children are planning a housewarming party for Angelica, and I am certain you would be welcome as well. Some of Prisca's brood made the trip a few days ago. They intended to find a suitable present to give their sister. Ah, perhaps don't tell Prisca I said that. She dislikes when I refer to her children as a brood. She broods on it, you know? Bingo chuckles to himself. I should remember to write that down. Anyway, if you're a festive sort of mood, I'm supposed to meet up with my cousins in the center of Tyfield. It's to the northwest of here in Yondershire. Okay. So right off the bat, we have a little quest from Bingo. And look, Lotho's bounders. Very interesting. It sounds to me like they are definitely setting up a little something. Ooh, new deed. Sights of Yondershire. So we start right off the bat with Nobottle. And it is actually a nice sized hobbit village. Oh, what a lovely little house. A lovely little hobbit hole. And it looks like that just leaves. Okay, let's go back down. Oh, a convenient circle of pain. Oh. Young hobbit fishing. And you are a bounder.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Welcome to the village of Nobottle. I am Salge Greengrass of the Yonder Watch. We here at Nobottle welcome both friends and strangers alike, despite what you may have been told. Farmers, brewers, writers, and all sorts of folks reside here in Nobottle, and we are proud of them all. We even have some guests at the moment, such as that Fredger Bolger, a hobbit from away, on whom I've been keeping my eye. Perhaps you can do the same. While you're here, I recommend exploring our lively village and seeing the sights, the village center, Nobottle Farm, and the Fox and Fiddle, the finest tavern in all of Yondershire. When you're done, feel free to make the journey to the village of Longcleave. Once there, you can meet Rose, the newest Reeve. She took over for her mother, you see, who was Reeve before. Ah, do not let me talk your ear off. Get to sightseeing. So we need to look around the place. Well, that's no pain. What's this? Ah. This is Hubo's house. And Hubo is very fond of his books. A hobbit after my own heart. I don't have quite that many bookcases, but I probably have quite that many books. It was, what do you call it? One of the minor dangers of working at a public library. In fact, I don't even think this is a house unless his bed is behind something. Got a nice bench here. Nice couch. Benches and couches aplenty. In fact, his house looks like a public library. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh. Wrong door. This door. Okay, so Fistula says that she is quite fond of that house and she will probably visit it again in the future. But now we need to get to sightseeing. The village center is cozy and bustling. This actually looks very nice. It makes me think they really are going to need to update the Shire now. Because you can't have a village that looks, well, bigger than Hobbiton. And it does look considerably bigger than Hobbiton. Many folk gather at this establishment. Oh, you're not kidding. There's all sorts of hobbits here. Wow. Look at all these hobbit folk. Wow, the Shire's feeling emptier and emptier by the minute. Ooh, what's that? Oh, some lovely old cooking utensils. And pots and pans and a nice platter that's definitely been well loved. Oh, and here's Hubo.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Why, hello there. I have not seen you before, which can only mean one thing. You do not live in the village. I knew it. I may spend most of my time right here in the Fox and Fiddle, but I have found that news has a way of collecting in taverns better than anywhere else. What brings you to No Bottle? An adventure, you say? Ho ho! I am something of an adventurer myself. You simply must come back to my home. You can view my collection of books and regale me with tales of your most interesting and exciting adventures. Okay. Well, fortunately for us, we've already found his home once. Let's finish our tour of No Bottle first. So we still need to find Gregor Bolger and the No Bottle Farm. Oh, look at all these chickens. And it's funny to watch them run up the roof. The young hobbit speaks to a crowd of admirers.
Hello there.
The young
Might I
hobbit
speak
speaks
with
to
you
the
a
small
moment?
crowd that gathers around him. They say the bounders protect the bounds. Why is that? That is because everything within the bounds is our home. We are hobbits, are we not? We will decide where the bounds are and where the bounds are not. The young hobbit turns his attention to you. You there. You look like you could use some more convincing. Speak to these hobbits gathered round. They will tell you I speak only the truth. So I need to talk to all of his admirers here.
Good day.
Fredgar is worried about Yondershire, and I believe him. We live a peaceful life, but lately I've seen more and more troublemakers about.
A lovely day, isn't
Fredgar
it?
speaks the truth. I have seen ruffian or two cross the bounds of southern Yondershire. We've got to do something. Got a little bit of lag going on here.
How do you do?
He is such a good storyteller. I could listen to him talk about the bounds all day. Did you know the bounds of the Shire used to be different from the current bounds? I have seen the maps. Hubbo Clayhanger has a book containing such maps in his collection. Now, what was the name of that author? It was something familiar, but I can't remember why.
How do you do?
I don't have proof, but I think some of the stone walls that mark the old bounds are being moved. One day the old wall was intact, and the next, why, it was missing a stone or two. Someone is up to something.
Good day.
Now that you have spoken to these fine hobbits, you must see that I speak the truth. My name is Fredgar, and I have but one concern, the state of the bounds. There has been something upsetting going on in the Shire. I can't say any more than that, but you will have to take my word for it. There are frightening folk about, and the less said of that, the better. But I have also seen a number of ruffians moving about, and we could surely do something about them. Can I ask you to persuade some ruffians to turn tail and return to their homes outside the Shire? I know they have taken up residence in the ruins at Ostlagorth to the north, but you might also find them prowling about elsewhere in the Yondershire. So he would like me to defeat several ruffians. Okay. Now, we want to find the farm. This place is so lovely. Look at it. This truly looks like what the Shire should... I mean, this looks more like the Shire than the Shire. Nice windmill. Nice big farm back here. I bet you this is the one we're looking for. We probably should avoid that harvest fly for the moment. The farm primarily grows barley for No Bottle's famous brew. Okay. So who are we talking to now? Somebody far, far away? Well, we would like to finish off what we're doing here first. So let's go back to Hugo's home, which is down here. Right here. Books fill most of the rooms in Hubbo Clayhanger's home. Come in, make yourself at home while I finish preparing something for us. Why, Hugo, you have a lovely home. Peruse the books, okay? I think that's what it says. Yep, peruse his books, okay. Alright, which books am I perusing? I mean, I could sit here and peruse them all day. That's the exit. Ah. Clearly it says book on it. The Wonders of Wellstones by Hubo Clayhanger. This book seems to have been started some time ago, but it remains unfinished. It sounds like me in writing. A Bounder's Life for Me by Bando Breasthook. This book is an old chronicle of Bounder tales, apparently written by Bullroar himself. Ooh, I'll be taking that one with me. Out of the Bounds. Maps of the Shire proper and the Yondershire by Fredegar Bulger. The book contains many maps of the Shire with boundary markings and other annotations. The Perfect Sward. How to Tend Your Yard by Hamfast Gamgee. This old book appears to be a guide to gardening for beginners. High Stalks, The History of Pipeweed by Ludo Grubb. This book would be a fine read for anyone looking to grow pipeweed. Have a cup of tea with Hubo. Well, I do believe I will. Fine, sir. Your home is quite charming, and I will be borrowing one or two of those books, particularly the one written by Bullroar. I suppose I'm to be having a cup of tea.
Hello there.
Oh, you found my book. Yes, it's true. I am writing a book about the history of the Wellstones. They are ruins found in Yondershire. Some call the ruins Barfaroth. Have you visited them? No, I haven't. Tell me more about them.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I must confess something to you, friend. This feels silly of me to say to someone who has adventured far and wide, but I have never actually been to the Wellstones. I have been writing mainly about the accounts of others who have seen them. You see, I have not actually set one foot outside a note bottle in my entire life. My mother took a trip to the Shire proper a few months before I was born, but I don't believe that counts. And so my book remains incomplete. I need more information. I need an eyewitness account. Can you go to the Wellstones and look for any relics you might find? I will also make use of any etchings you can provide. This will be most helpful. Remember, the ruins in question go by two names, so you're looking for either the Wellstones or Barfaroth. Okay. Well, I guess I shall be doing that, sir. And good day to you. Lag, 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 lag. Already in use. Yet it refuses to open. Okay. Okay. You're too busy to do that right now. That's some lag. I'm surprised they haven't split this off into layers yet. Alright, so we can get rid of that quest. We still need to find... We still need to find Bingo's relatives. Because of course that was the main reason we showed up here. And then we got sidetracked by all these other lovely people. Talking to them and, well, learning about them and getting quests from them. Apparently they're this way somewhere. Is this it? No, I don't think it is. But it's a lovely little wheelhouse. Can you imagine living in here? It's probably a mill, though. That would be my imagining. See what we have here. Oh, I have a harvest fly. And we have his attention. Well then. You did not want to do that. Insect Slayer of the Yondershire. Well now, if she knew that she was going to be doing some fighting, she would have put on appropriate clothes. Now she'll have to be careful not to mess up her fine dress. Now, what is going on around here? I don't know, you tell me. I'm just looking for a friend. That's not what we want. We don't ever want that. We have a new skirmish available. We have reduced awareness. Deed complete. Title rewarded. Deed bestowed. All the stuff that has to do with skirmishes, which she can do now. Woo! And okay. Well, how far away is... Oh, they're in Tyfield. Okay. They're not as close as I thought they were. Well then. Let's go this way. And go this way. And we're going to just take off a few harvest flies. We have a one still following us. Well, fine. You want to fight? We'll fight. Ha. Take that, you nasty bug. Well, what do we have over here? Excuse me, did you want to speak to someone?
Stay and have some
Hello
tea.
there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem to be the sort who enjoys a good brawl. You're in good company here, friend. Now let me ask you a question. Have you ever fancied brewing up a good beer yourself? I find that if you engage in the process, you'll have a greater appreciation for every bottle you enjoy, and wouldn't that be quite a nice reward? I will be happy to teach you the way of it, for I am Blodo Hot Blossom, the head brewmaster of No Bottle, and mine is the finest beer in the West Farthing. Don't let anyone tell you differently. This may be one of the younger settlements in the Shire, as things are reckoned, but No Bottle is still centuries old by now. Plenty of time for us to master brewing. Now listen to the many steps of brewing a beer which you can be proud. Okay. Alright, so I guess the first thing we need to do is collect barley from the field. Over here. I imagine we're probably going to have to get our 4-horse for that. This stuff's so tall that it's taller than she is. I'll do your quest. I will just keep it to myself that I don't happen to like beer. Okay, I'm not moving. It is quite laggy here in the Yondershire. Okay, we need 3 more. And I wonder, do you make... Yeah, I guess you can... I don't know. I don't like beer, so I don't know much about the making of it. I'm pretty sure barley is a component. The only thing I know for sure that's a component of beer is yeast. And that's because I've been by an Amheiser brewery before. And that is the most distinct smell you get from it. Malt the barley. Okay, so it's a malt brew. And where do we malt? Oh, it's out back. Because of course it is. Right here, the malting container. Okay, I've malted the barley. Now I need to mash the barley. I love those bottles. I'd like to have that as a decoration. And these barrels of flowers. Very nice. I like those too. Oh, come on. Don't get stuck. There we go. And this is the mashing pot. And what do we need to do now? We need to boil it. Okay. And we boil it here. Now we need to ferment it. And that would be back this way again. Collect empty bottles from the farm and from the Fox and Fiddle. Okay. Oh, and it's these bottles that I was just saying I liked looking at, that I wanted as housing decorations. Okay. So, there's a shrew over there. who doesn't seem to be too interested in me. And I guess that's all of them here. And why are you making me do your work for you? I just realized that. There's no way she's going to give me a dozen or so beers, which means I'm doing all her work for her. Okay, I guess we have to get the rest of them from the tavern. Well, so far the quests actually, I would say, quite nicely coincide with what you would expect from the Shire. You know, simple rural tasks. Oh, and a stable. Good thing we came by this way. I would have totally missed it.
A lovely day, isn't it?
It is. It's a very lovely day. That's not the tavern. That's the market. This is the tavern. I can tell because there's many people outside. And who are you? Why do you remind me of LOTRO? Okay, now we have 8 bottles. Doesn't look like there are any more out here. I guess we have to go inside for them. Aha. Okay, there we go. And any bottles in here? Doesn't look like it. That lag is real. My goodness. Didn't I just see you outside? Excuse me. Don't mean to be standing on top of you. And is that Farmer Gamgee? It looks like it. It sure does. Now either Mr. Gamgee has come up here to visit, or they are reusing hobbit skins. Ooh, nice table full of vegetables. Let's see, we have some beets, some carrots, lots of broccoli. Probably shouldn't be standing in the food, huh? Spinach, maybe. A couple of nice cooked dishes. Yes, yes, yes. Very lovely. Fill empty bottles. So she had me collect 12 of them, but I'm only to fill 4 of them. That makes no sense. If you're only having me fill 4 bottles, why collect 3 times as many? Okay, back over. And fermenting container. Alright. So let's fill up these bottles. Okay, that's one. Two. Three. And four. Alright, so we have filled all the bottles she wanted us to fill. But we got 3 times as many bottles as she wanted us to fill. So I'm guessing the other bottles are our payment to her.
Hello there.
Now that's a beer of which you can be proud. Delightful. Note the sense of accomplishment you now feel, and let it buoy your steps as you walk around the Yondershire. Brewmaster Blodo Hop Blossom grins at you. Aye, you'll have some walking to do, friend. You can't keep this brew all to yourself. You need to get it into the hands of our patrons. Visit every drinking establishment in Yondershire and bring the brew to our waiting customers. You'll get to see a lot of happy faces as you make these deliveries. So, I deliver a brew to each of the 4 taverns in the Yondershire, and I'll receive a token of gratitude from each tavern keep. Alright. Well, that's something we'll be doing as we do other things around Yondershire. And Miss Fistula is most happy to be doing all this. It's a nice change of pace from the Shire. What's this? You do not have the corresponding quest. Okay. So I cannot be nosy inside somebody's home. Oh, postman. Which means there are those silly delivery quests. Well, Miss Fistula does not want to do that. She says she has no postman. And somebody else can deliver the mail. Okay. Excuse me, delivery.
How do you do?
Hello. I see Brewmaster Bloda Hop Blossom has put you to work. It's been a while since she had to make a delivery herself. Have a drink before you leave. No sense crafting a batch and not having a taste. Thank you very much. And the token of gratitude is to try the brew I made. Woohoo. Well, I'll try a sip of it. Okay. It was okay. It wasn't great. I certainly am no brewmaster. And you know what? We never did find. Oh, that's right. We didn't find them because they're not here. They're in Tyfield, which we have not even been to yet. Nope, nope, nope. A visit to Yondershire. Okay. So I guess we're going to at least get to Tyfield, and then we're going to pause for the day. Because Miss Fistula says this is all very hungry work, and she is due for her supper. But No Bottle is quite the lovely little town, and we're glad we stopped there. We got to help a couple nice people, see a vast library, and even learned how to make beer, even though we don't like it. But she says she will have to borrow some appropriate clothes if she's going to continue to have to fight things like pesky bugs and other nasties. See, where are we now? Ah, I think we're at Tyfield. We are. And of course there are things to do here. We will at least get the stable. There it is.
Oh, good day.
Can you direct me to a tavern, please, sir? No? Okay, I'll find one. I will find one on my own. Oh dear, some upset hobbits. That's no good at all. Camellia smiles brightly as you and Bingo arrive. Wonderful. But we will talk to you in a minute. Or, we'll talk to you next time. For now, we're going to deliver this beer. We're going to rent a room to have a nap. And we're going to get some of that stew that's cooking on the fire. I was wondering when someone would come around. I am nearly out of drink. You saved this establishment, and no mistake. Please make sure you have a token of my gratitude before you leave. Something smells divine in that pot, so we'll be having some of it. And here's our token of gratitude. And she says, it's okay. Still not great. Oh my, this is quite the packed tavern, isn't it? Very packed indeed. Hopefully she has a room available. Well, I guess we'll find out. Alright. Miss Fistula's going to get something to eat. She's going to get a nap. And next time, we'll continue following her around the Yondershire. But until then, bye for now.